Nothing like pain to make you all the same. God, I'm not a guitar player. I'm sorry. All right, one more and we're going to get on to this night. This is mine. Adrian! Matt!
What I know of my daughter, she was very quiet, very reserved, ultra shy, the last person in the world who would call attention to herself. And yet, put a microphone in her hand, march her up on a stage, and she was just magnetic.
Well, I don't need your social love, no, if you misread enough. And what ails me is the fact that you'll smile when walking on by it, walking on by. And yeah, when it hits me, see, it still gets kind of heavy.
Mia and I were just had a beautiful relationship. She was my best friend, and just musically, it was just amazing.
As I can see, what ails me is your pretentious stare. You never look me in the eye. I feel the truth. Yeah, when it hits me, I see you. Still gets kind of heavy.
It's kind of a miracle to meet someone like that in this life.
It's wide open and red.
There was an awkwardness about her because she would pull her knees together and, you know, she looked like a chicken. I mean, she did. Let's put, you know, it's the truth. And it was awesome because you're like, who is this lady who sings like a heavy angel? You know what I mean? It was like, where is Ma Rainey and Bessie Smith? Let's just like power punch them and power pack them. You know, inside this chicken woman who's got a lot of heart. You know, what's going on here?
I remember one of the songs on there, It All Dies Anyway. She's singing about the birds on the sidewalk. And we were at Antioch, I think it was like 1988. And Mia was just incredibly emotional when she was singing. She broke down crying and almost couldn't finish the song. And I knew then that everything that she sang was completely from the heart and only put her true self into the music.
She spoke to the people. She was raw and gritty, and it was like Janis Joplin, like this old soul.
I think that Mia had a gift for conveying pain.
It pierced you so deep.
Yeah.
You know, and it pierced you so deep, and then the energy was there too. It was just like, yeah, it was like life in pain, in misery, energy.
It never really sunk in that there was this tremendous following of fans, and not to sound melodramatic, but even people who worshiped the ground she walked. I never thought of her as a star. She was just my daughter, you know, my daughter Mia Zapata, 27 years old and double jointed. You know, that's who she was. Who, when we were on camping trips as a young kid, would get mosquitoes in her hair, flies in her hair, and was always sitting around trying to figure out how to get all these flies out of the knots in her hair.
You know, I mean, she's just generally a person who loved life, loved sharing life, loved to see her friends have a good time, would bend over backwards for her friends to be happy.
I don't know, I think now I see her as possibly really understanding what her value was as someone who could speak to the deep parts of people, and possibly seeing her blossom in her painting.
it was a certain sense of innocence to it all, because, you know, life didn't seem like it was going to end there, you know? And then when Mia was murdered, that just destroyed us all.
I just remember hearing my friend Greta on the answering machine saying, "Mia's dead, Tess. Where are you? Where are you?"
The main thing for me at that time was that she was gone and that she was dead and that she had suffered. That she had suffered.
On the day of the wake, I happened to look outside, and the line kept getting longer. It wasn't no longer 10 or 15, but it was now 25 and 30 and 35 and 40 and 40. And now it was like a half a block long. All you could come up with is, well, these are fans and friends of Mia's.
It still makes me sad that there's so much more we could have done. I think we were really hitting some strides musically and in our writing when Mia was killed, so.
We went over to the casket, and laying in the casket around Mia, there were snips of hair, there were rings, there were neck chains, labels and postcards and poems. And I mean, there's just all kinds of items, all laying, very respectfully laying around her head and shoulders and on her chest. And it was, I mean, it was just absolutely unbelievable.
I loved my band. I loved our music and I loved the people, and you know, and then we had to stop doing it. You know, that's. I still love listening to our music, although it makes me sad. It makes me miss Mia, but.
She was on loan to me, and she now belongs to all of you. And it's neat. I like it. I'm proud of her.
Cut my skin, it makes me human. Scorn your mind, won't just feel the pain. 'Cause it's what makes us human. Yeah, it keeps us all the same. You lose your head and your chosen trip. Inside of your blood you might lose your spirit. But a broken heart turns to sin. Well, when the wound is open, we're all the same. Cut my skin, it makes me human. Scorn your mind, feel the pain. You're looking at pain and you're looking at truth. There's nothing like pain, make it